What is good with you? It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. Glad to be on live today. I'm sure Taylor's going to show up here pretty soon. I told him around 7 I would send him the link, but I clicked it a little bit early. Hey, look, somebody let me know, make sure y'all can hear me and everything. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. I figure I would put this headset on because what's up? Good thing, Ferris, good thing. Christina, did we meet in the driver lounge? Maybe I remember you from the driver lounge. I don't know. Maybe. All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. Cool. So I'm still at the house. I got Taylor popping in. A lot of people wanted to hear from Taylor, man, and man, it's just rough trying to get videos because like me and Taylor are truly running team. So let me rearrange my laptop here. Me and Taylor are truly running team. So it is not easy trying to get both of us on a video at the same time, man. We're a truly running team here. Let me make sure, y'all give me a second. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is not on. Yeah. There we go. All right. Good thing, Christina. Tell me, did we meet in I can't remember. Maybe we met at the driver's lounge. Johnson's Logic talking about, oh, hey, I'm on time. You missed RN. RN was giving somebody a hard time talking about he's always on time. He's not governed at 65. Y'all be wildin', man. My audio's not very good. All right. Let's hook it up, bro. Let's hook it up. Give me a second. We're gonna put the earbuds in. Give me a second. Thank you, man. JL in the house. Is it loud? I don't hear anything through here. Hold on. Hey, RN, yeah, it sounded pretty good on my laptop. It might be because I keep doing this number, or it might have been my Wi-Fi a second ago. Yeah, I thought it was JDQ. It's joke funny. He talking about he always on time. He ain't governed at 65. Y'all be wildin', man. Yes, yeah, so Taylor should be popping in pretty soon, man. Everybody wanted to hear from Taylor, man, but like I said, man, we've been running team. It's hard to catch us both awake at the same time. So it was rough, man. We've been having a good time though. So I got a video out. Appreciate you, RN. I forgot about that again. Yes, sir. Yeah. I forgot about that again. That's funny. Yeah, Christina, I do remember that. Yeah. Just distorted a bit. I'm gonna put this in. We're gonna see if this works. My earbuds. I used to have like a dongle, man, where let me check my trying to check my battery here. Hold on. All right, we're good, people. Stand by. Stand by. We were jumping the scales at 65, and now it's fine. We're going to put this in anyway. I'm hoping Taylor will be here soon, man. Hold on, man. You know, oh, y'all, it does not look like, look at this. Christina must have did this, yeah. Y'all see this? This looked like a whole fire hazard. Y'all, give me a second. That's better. It's better right now. Okay, so it's just better like this. So, okay, I know what I'll do. Let's see. Mic, cam. I know what I'll do. No, that won't work either, man. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. Let me just turn my volume up on here. Make sure I can hear Taylor whenever he comes. You don't have to be here, Charles. Cool, man. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Anyways, it's just difficult me and Taylor catching the same video. So I was like, yo, let's go live. There's been things me and Taylor be talking about on the truck. I just wanted to have an opportunity for me and Taylor to actually chop it up on camera with everybody.
And as well, if anybody's dropping in to ask him, anybody thinking about coming to Prime, I know some people were saying here that help him out, Ross. Please get a better bottle than Honey Jack. Well, okay. I'll tell you what, if you recommend a bottle, I'll buy it. How about that? As well as the people who are filling out applications, they can straight up ask, we got people waiting on TNT Trainer, so y'all can straight up ask Taylor, like how much of a drag has it been chilling with Travis? Like, you know what I mean? So, look, I will be right back. Let me slide having some computer. Okay, Taylor said having some computer issues. He's going to be here in a minute. Nevertheless, if you have not been, I ended up running into and spending a few days with the man, the myth. Yeah, man. I know y'all had fun, bro. JDQ, I actually saw that. Where were y'all? Truck stop or something? I saw that y'all linked up over the road, right? That was cool because both y'all flatbed too, so that's cool, man. That's cool. So yeah, I'm still at the house. I fully intend on leaving Wednesday, late morning, early afternoon. It's been great though. It has been great. It's been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Got a lot done. Burned pile, cleaned up the yard pretty good bit. Got to eat good. So it's been wonderful. The nuances of Vaseline. Listen. On a real tip, let me tell you why I'm so stuck on Vaseline. And let me whistle pig 10-year. Okay. I was actually just saying, let me check back on RN about that bottle. I got to write this down. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm always down to try stuff, man. I'm looking at Discord notifications and stuff. Hey, since No Luck's in here right now, and I'm gonna tell you about the Vaseline actually. Whistle Pig 10-year. Had a productive few days. Yeah, cool, man. Me and No Luck, Matt, and hopefully we get Liz in here too. That'd be cool. Me and No Luck, No Luck Trucking Team No Luck. I don't know if y'all say that at all. We're gonna be on live tomorrow, same time. Or I say around 7 because you got kids and stuff. Oh, we are about to have Taylor in the house. Here we go. Hold on, Taylor. Let me add you on here. Hold on now. Hold on. Add to stream. There we go. Give me a sound check or something.
Check.
Is my sound up? Everybody tell me
I
if
can
you
hear you.
Taylor. Yo, Rare TV. I don't know if my sound is up. Say, yeah, somebody, Flatbed J, what's going on? Maker's Mark. Yeah, Christina, I'm all about some Maker's Mark. Taylor, do you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah? I think he said yeah.
Can you not hear me? Oh, no.
Yeah, y'all tell me if you hear Travis, do you use, yeah, RN, I use Snapchat every now and then. Every now and then. Not a lot. Loud and clear. Yeah. Cool, man. But I want to hear Taylor, though. Hold on. It's just me.
I got nothing important to say. There's
Give me
no
a
reason
second,
to hear
y'all.
me.
Give me a second. I'm going to pull it together here. It's been a while.
Need a haircut, man.
I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Microphone.
Bedhead.
Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Hold on.
Whoa. I just heard me
still
through
gonna
you.
Feedback. How do I do this, y'all? What's the problem?
And I thought I was going to be on some kind of professional channel. Should have expected this.
I have no idea. He's shaking his head. Shut up, dude. Look at this guy, man. This guy's got to pull it together, man. There's got to be a way I can do this here, man. Microphone.
I don't have an Android. What is this?
Can you hear me?
What? Hello.
If I may. Hey, no, Hippie, what's going on? If I may give
I don't have an Android. I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I'm on a Mac computer. I got
there we go.
Macintosh telephone.
Give you the quick plug here.
I don't know what this.
What is that? Oh, what are you saying? Another phone? That's actually not a bad idea. Where's my other phone?
No. I'm saying these guys are trashing me in the comments, saying I'm some kind of.
I just can't hear anything.
Android scrub, and I ain't no Android scrub.
Hey, babe, do you have any earbuds I can use? We're gonna get to this in a second. These are burn up for some reason.
I want to put on a hat.
They're literally burn up. Look at that.
Couple of hat guys. Welcome to Hat Chat.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea.
Tonight on Hat Chat, we're going to be talking about, hats.
I don't know if those are the same ones or not.
Travis has a black and red hat on. I got a blue and red hat on. You know, this is a snapback.
Yeah, I was about to say there's no way those same ones.
I keep mine on.
All right, y'all, I'm coming through.
2 snaps. I got a big old noggin.
Oh, it's okay. My YouTube know I got kids. Y'all know I got kids, right?
If I wear a fitted, I usually do a 7 3/8. I think is my size. It's been a minute since I got a fitted. I like the snapbacks.
Still can't hear you.
Welcome to Hat Chat. Hey, Travis. Welcome back to Hat Chat.
Oh, there's a business with my phone today. It's got to be this, man. Hey, if anybody has and sunglasses, what is the business with my phone today?
Let's try. Mute. Can I mute Travis?
I'm not gonna do anything, dude. This is terrible, dude. Settings, audio.
Thought this man was a professional. He's got like a couple dozen YouTube followers.
Still don't hear anything.
Can't get this working, man. I thought he had upwards of 10, 15 followers, but it's an amateur operation. Hey, JDQ, big old head like mine.
Yeah, he's talking.
Yeah, we're talking about Hat Chat, Travis. Welcome to Hat Chat. Now I can't hear you.
Oh, really?
No, now I hear you. No. I don't know if anybody can hear me anymore, but if you can, this is my last beer. So send more beers if you can. If you're in the greater Western Carolina area, I could use a few beers. More than a few. Oh, who's the host now? Who's the host now? Travis left the thing, so I'm the host now. Let me trash talk this guy for about 20, 30 minutes. While he's not here, you know. No, I shouldn't? Okay. Yeah, Modelo is a very, if I get served a Modelo, I think, man, am I in Arkansas? Usually my first thought. Well, welcome back to Hat Chat. The beginning of TNT. Yeah, bring me another hat, would you? Yeah, there's one. There's another one right there too. At the beginning of TNT, I was going around with a hat from Buc-ee's Travel Stop, and I decided it kind of gave me away as like, oh, this guy's on the road, and this guy's a rookie. He's trying to show off his roadness. And then, like, when we came back home for a break, the Braves got into the playoffs. So I was like, I'm going to wear my Braves hat. So I brought this for a good chunk of TNT. And then I was going to, oh, there's a bunch more hats. Thank you. Then I was going to wear my Expos hat, but there was too many. I thought it was maybe too colorful. And the other drivers would see me and be like, look at this scrub with his
mess it up again.
Goofy hat. And then I was thinking I might rep Atlanta in honor of Ross, wear my Eats hat.
Come on, Travis.
But it's kind of like too big. It's got like a high peak on it. You're watching Hat Chat. Today we're talking about hats. I love my Eats hat, but the crown's a little tall. So I didn't wear the Eats hat. And then I thought this would be fun, my Genesee Cream Ale hat. But then I figured, well, if DOT guy pulls me over and he sees a beer logo, and I always smell like beer anyway, he's going to be like, oh, this guy's drunk. So I didn't wear the Jenny Cream hat. Similarly to my hat that says...
going through his hats, dude.
Similarly to my hat that says, I'll tell you why I came home half drunk. I ran out of money. I thought, well, a DOT guy's not going to like that. So then I was thinking, should I wear my... I can hear you.
Yeah.
Like, should I wear my Blue Jays hat? I thought, well, that kind of makes my head look kind of big. My head's kind of big anyway. So I didn't wear that. And I thought, well, should I wear this Jays hat? But I think it kind of got flat in the drawer, so it kind of looks a little weird. Then I thought, well, I got this hat for Christmas a couple years ago, and it's pretty cool. It kind of makes my head look small, though. I don't know about that. Oh, where's my camera? Over here. I didn't wear that one. And then I got this one, I think, last Christmas. It's like one of those you get it wet, so it keeps your head cool. I like it, but I figure, we're going into springtime. We're going into the fall. I don't need to keep my head cool, so I just. Oh, I think maybe when we get back from Thanksgiving, I might go with one of these. So this is my Home Alone burglar hat.
Depending on where we go.
Oh, we have him. He's here.
Hat. Yeah, I'm here now. Can you see me too? Yeah, you can see me. Yeah, I'm here now. My Home Alone burglar hat.
I guess that's going to conclude hat chat.
That's legit. That was funny, dude. So now I'm here. I have ears now. I can hear everything. I'm not going to change anything because that'll probably screw it up. That was wild. Just the fact that you had all of those hats right next to you. I don't even know if you had like a prop person off camera.
Well, I've got a crew on call at all times, and so I called one of my crew members to.
Yeah, there you go.
Put me up.
Need you to get all the hats together.
I actually do have two. I got 2 Prime hats when somebody in the chat, who was that, said get a free Prime hat. No Luck told me use a Prime hat, but on what was it, Driver Appreciation Week, I used my credits to get a hat for my each for my parents.
Yeah.
So I don't have a Prime hat. If anybody wants to give me one, I'd take it.
Yeah.
I got a Prime shirt, and I got this bad boy.
Prime koozie.
The name brand koozie.
Yeah.
See that?
We're not endorsing anybody, right?
They're not a sponsor, but if they'd like to sponsor us, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome. They have to super chat something, though. Hey, Deviant wants to know how many miles you got until you complete TNT, and then I got a question for you after that.
I think I still have it in my calculator because I did the math after we talked to Mr. James. 2,850.
You got it, man. Right on the mark, dude. He's got 2,850 left. So like a week. F that.
Yeah, it would have been less if I didn't hit that guy's truck when
get this man his own Prime hat.
Whoa. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, No Luck, man.
Right on.
No Luck's actually going to be live with me tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to that. He's going to bring a really unique perspective just because he teams with his wife, and I think that's absolutely awesome. Yeah. So I think that's pretty awesome. So tell us a little bit about TNT, right? Like Deviant, for example, I think Deviant, you said you're heading out tonight, right?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, no, I think he's waiting on his trainer. I think they're leaving in a little while, man. So kind of what can someone expect out of TNT?
A lot of sleeping and a lot of driving. A lot of you're going to have to be patient. You're going to shut your mouth and open your ears. I found it's been really helpful. Just be quiet, learn everything you can. Like, I'm a bit of a motor mouth. So I've learned to just like be quiet, listen, take in as much as you can. Don't let yourself get frustrated. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Try to be as positive as you can. Like, those are all things that I feel like have helped me a lot. Cause like, I've gotten frustrated a couple times and it's done nothing but screw me up even more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess prepare yourself to just, tell everybody, I'm going to be gone for a while. I might be able to text with you, but might be able to talk to you on the phone sometimes, but just hunker down, get in there and learn what you can, like I wouldn't go into it with more expectations than that, than just like shut your mouth, open your ears, hunker down and get through it.
Yeah, man.
It's not, I mean, it depends. I don't know your trainer. I'm sure it depends greatly on who your trainer is, but my experience has not been a negative one. I've had a great time. But at the same time, it is like a trial to get through. It's like, it's not easy, but I think it does certainly set you up for what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, certainly, man. What's funny is that I totally agree with everything you said. Like while you were talking, I was thinking about my TNT experience, and I agree with all of that. Like that is applicable to my experience. Shut your mouth, open your ears, sleep as hard as you can. Tell people, look, dude, not ignoring you, but like this is hardcore right now. I don't have time to be talking on my phone all day, man.
Dude, I can't tell you how many messages I've sent out to people being like, "Hey, that's cool, dude, but just give me a couple months and I'll come back down to earth."
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I listen to. I'm a big wrestling fan, obviously, and I listen to some of these interviews of guys, and they're talking about when they were younger, some of the best education they got was driving from city to city with experienced wrestlers and just sitting in the back seat, listening to these guys tell stories and talk about stuff. And it's like the same thing, like just ride along. When you see an opportunity to learn, take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a couple times where I've been asleep and I've been like, hey, before I go to bed, like, hey, wake me up if there's something I need to see. Like, I'm not going to be bummed if I, wake up after 4 hours of sleep to see something that I'm probably not going to see, but will experience in the future. So.
Yeah, certainly. Hey, appreciate you, JL. Before we go to the next question, appreciate you. I agree. And I will even add this. JL said you guys have a great dynamic as a TNT team. I'll even add this. I'll just put this out here, okay? We were prime paired. Taylor did not know me from Adam's house cat, as they say. Taylor did not know me. He is not like an avid YouTube watcher or anything, or at least if he is, he didn't watch my channel. He had no idea I had a YouTube channel when we met. This was totally prime paired. So, some people trash the prime pairing. Sometimes it doesn't work out great or whatever. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. We didn't know I didn't know anything about you at all until we were assigned together. And I don't know if you called me or if I called you, but we had a phone chat and you were like, this is all about me. I said, okay, here's all about me. And then at the end of it, you're like, oh yeah, and I've got a YouTube where I talk about trucking. And I went and watched some of those videos and like, okay, I see what this guy's all about.
Yeah, I figured
you have to get used to this guy.
Yeah. I figured you're going to find out eventually. I was like, man, you might as well just tell him. What happened on my end was me and my wife were actually riding a motorcycle. I think we went to the, actually I don't remember where we went that day, but it doesn't matter. We were on the way back from the house about 5 miles out, and James sent me a message saying, hey, look, dude, got a TNTer. He's from North Carolina. He's waiting on your call. Here's his number. So I was like, cool, man. I'll call him whenever I get to the house.
I was at the hotel in Pittston. I just finished all my computer training and was just like kicking it.
Yeah. Awesome. Sam wants to know, as a TNT, do you have a say about how you do your hours, or is it up to the trainer?
I mean, I would say it's up to the trainer, but you did ask me like, hey, this is kind of how I prefer to run things. And it was one more of those things where I was like, well, I don't really know, anything. So if that works for you, I'll do it. Yeah. And I said to you, like, I like driving at night, so I'll take the night shift. And so that's sort of how it came about. We do the 4 to 4 shift driving. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but a little bit further up when I was having audio issues, Lyle, also known as No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, in the comments said, I know you're getting plenty of experience night driving, because he likes to give me a hard time about being a solar powered trucker, being daytime bank hours type guy. So I did catch that. I was just having some audio issues.
Dude, even if we're parked up somewhere for a day, you 7:45, 8:15 hits, you're asleep.
Done, man.
Even if we're not driving, you're asleep. Jeez, man, I thought I was going to chill out, watch a movie or something.
Like,
he's out.
Not only am I solar powered, I don't have a huge battery bank to
none whatsoever.
Get there.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, man. Okay, so while we have a break in between questions, I would like you to tell everybody just a memorable, and I know I'm throwing these questions at you. I didn't even warn you I was going to throw a bunch of questions at you. But they're like relatively easy questions, whatever. Think of like a memorable moment, or like a moment where it was like, you know what? I had a big takeaway from this moment right here. You know what I mean?
Dude, there's so many. I mean, the one that leaps to my head right away is actually this whole night was like a bunch. It was just recently we went to I think it was like a grocery store shipper or something, where we got there and Prime had put in the notes that do not believe them. They have empty trailers. They will lie to you and say they don't have them.
Yeah.
We go to check in. You're like asleep in the back. We're just chilling or something. I get out and I talk to the lady and she was like, listen, Prime is telling people that we have empty trailers. I've had a lot of issues with Prime guys going over this lot where they're not supposed to be. So don't do it. And I put on the full like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's ridiculous. Like, no, I believe you. You're a professional. Of course. I promise you I won't do any of that. I'll tell them that they shouldn't be telling this to you. And she was like, oh, that's so nice of you. She was just like, blah, blah, blah. That was the beginning of, there's like 4 parts to this story. That was the beginning of it. The second part is I go into park. You are asleep. I remember now.
Yeah.
And we had to have our tandems all the way back to get the weight right while we drove.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, I'd never driven like that before. So it was taking these huge slow turns, really wide. And I go to park and I can't get this thing. There's plenty of room. It's like a perfect ideal alley dock situation. I just can't do it. This lady gets out, this Prime driver, she gets out of her truck and, God bless her. She was trying to do her best and help me out. She's like, okay, do this. She had no idea how to coach a person. So I just got super frustrated. Eventually Travis woke up and was like, dude, what are you doing? And got out and helped me. He said, pull around here, move your tandems forward. And I parked it just fine.
Yeah.
Even though I was just like, by that point I was so emotionally like frustrated and all torn up. Then we go to leave. We drop the trailer. We go to leave because they told us, hey, we don't have any empty trailers. You guys got to go over and sit at this McDonald's for like 4 hours and we'll call you when we have a trailer. We get there. The lady that was there when we checked in runs over to the truck and goes, I was waiting for you. There's an empty trailer and I saved it for you. And I was like, be nice to people.
Yeah.
Because we got a trailer right away and we were right out of there instead of having to wait till like 3 a.m. So the takeaways were be nice to the people that work at the shippers, even if they can be troubling and troublesome to you. And if you're in TNT, the guy that was in TNT, wake up your trainer if you have an issue. It's easier than just trying to take it on, do it yourself. Not everybody's a teacher. And take your time and think about your equipment. Like if I had stopped and thought about it, about like, okay, move my tandems forward. I know they're way in the back. If I'd stopped and thought about my equipment in the situation, I could have totally handled it way easier.
Yeah.
So just kind of like stop, be calm, assess everything before you make any moves or make any decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's solid, dude. Man,
so all of that whole night was like and it was a headache too. I felt so bad by the time we were leaving, but like it was a big learning experience, all of it. So
yeah, that's solid, man. I've recently had, in which I told JL about, I recently had someone tell me a story about attitude. Because one thing that I remember at least 2 or 3 times we talked about is just attitude, like having a good attitude with these customers, man, and like how much of a difference it can make your experience. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I basically, long story short, had this guy tell me he was at a TA or Petro, and he had to get some service work done or whatever. And they asked him to pull a trailer out of a bay before he could go into the bay or whatever. And he pulls the trailer out while he goes in there. And then while having work done, they're like finding stuff or whatever. But then, they basically just hook him up while he's getting his service done. You know what I mean? They were like, well, you did us a favor, so we're going to do you a favor, And he said, like, it was largely because he just approached the whole pull the trailer out the bay for us like he's some sort of yard dog. He just approached with an attitude. He said, I just put on a smile and I just did it for him. You know what I mean? So just that attitude, like I thought about that when that dude told me that story. So
yeah,
JL wants to know about your YouTube channel, man.
I keep thinking I'm going to put up a video or something, but a couple things. One, I never really feel like I have anything worthwhile to say. Like I've got a second video up there and the second video is just like, well, we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Bye. The second thing is like more and more I'm trepidatious about how much of information about myself I want to put on the internet. Like,
Yeah,
I know that's
absolutely.
like, you know, I'm already not on Facebook. I'm already off Instagram. Like, but at the same time, like, I could see YouTube somewhat different because it's actually creating some kind of content, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
man.
I'll
Cool
put more
thing.
stuff up, you know, but still.
Cool thing, JL. And, no luck. If you're still in here, you know this is true too. Lyle, you know this is true too. Cadet, you know this is true. Like so many people who are in here. One time, me and Taylor had a conversation about how YouTube really has much more community, kind of a community feel than people really kind of realize. Like before you really kind of pay attention to what people are doing on YouTube, that it's got so much more of a community feel to it that people are really making and forming relationships, you know? So
Yeah, I've experienced that like clearly with you. Like there's every time we go to the terminal, you'll like point out 5 or 6 trucks and be like, oh, I know that dude from YouTube. I know that guy, you know, that driver from whatever.
Yeah, hopefully Hippie's here because he's definitely usually one of those trucks.
He was here a second ago. Actually, I took a picture of his truck when we were parked up at behind campus last time. Because my dad's an old hippie, so I was like, oh,
Really?
he'd love this. Snapped a
to
picture of it. Yeah. He's like, whoa.
Cool,
he doesn't know what no hippie means, but he liked the truck.
I don't either. You know what? If I ever get Lyle on live, I'm gonna ask him to share the story of his name. Hey, no luck. I'm about to read that in a second, Matt. But you can expect your first question when you go live. I want you to tell my YouTube how you came up with No Luck Trucking, because that is one of my matter of fact.
You've told me
Taylor,
about it.
I don't know how many times, dude.
Yep,
since you told me that story, Matt, I have said it so many times to so many people. It's just, you know, not only the story, but just the principle of the story that you said, man. So I loved it, dude. Hey, Sam Weller wants to know, he's a CC. He's got to do 40K miles in training. Can he choose a trainer that doesn't go home a lot?
I mean, that seems like a conversation you'd have with whatever trainer you get.
Yeah, that's right. He's right. He's totally right, Sam. You really just got to discuss that with your trainer. You got to ask him about, you know, ideally, you're going to have a conversation with your trainer before you commit to stepping on their truck. You don't have to step on anybody's truck. If there's something that feels off. Maybe you feel like, hey, me and this guy are going to clash or something. You know, I really just feel very uncomfortable, or I don't feel safe, or his truck was just absolutely filthy. Like 2 birds flew out when I opened the door, you know, then you don't have to get on that trainer's truck. So when you have that initial conversation, I say ideally, because, you know, life isn't always ideal. When you have that initial conversation, then ask about the home time. I definitely do that. Ask about the home time, man.
And like, furthermore, it doesn't always work out the way you planned it. Like, you know, I remember we had the conversation at the start of training, like, you know, we both were like, we just want to power through and get it done, you know, like maybe go home once or something. And then we've had so many roadblocks, dude. Like, we were out for a month with COVID. Then we finally came home for a planned trip. Then we had to go back, chill out for about a week for you to do DAB.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then this last time we went home was not according to plan.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But you kind of got to roll with it. Like, you know, if you do manage to work all the way through, great. If you don't, like, you know, it's nice to go home. You know, you told me about, you were like, I like to go home partway through training so that you can go home and see your people and have this kind of like, everybody's asking you about stuff, so that when you come back out, you've got something like some kind of new confidence, a new drive to it. And I totally experienced that. So
I have a friend who's been driving for Prime maybe 9 months or so, and they say they're still experiencing. Danielle, you know Danielle, she says she's still experiencing that feeling. Every time she goes home and comes back out, she feels like this a little bit more confident, a little bit more of a driver. So,
oh, I'm sure. And like the thing is too about it, like building off of that is like, you know, I don't know about you, but nobody I know before I started driving was a truck driver. So you come home and everybody wants to ask you a million questions about it. So it just feels like, you know, you feel a bit like, I don't know, Mick Jagger coming home from tour and they're like, you know, what's Keith Richards like, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know any truck drivers before I started driving. Hold on, I think Gloria or my mom. Oh, it's okay. They know I'm married too. But
I see
yeah,
another face. Ooh.
I didn't know any drivers, man. I don't know. Hey, look, I do want to no luck and JL kind of said something about YouTube, which I totally agree with. No luck says don't worry about the worthiness of your YouTube channel. Well, he didn't say channel. I totally just inserted that, and the actual quote is on the screen, so everyone knows I inserted the word channel.
Yeah, why are you twisting this guy's
It's
words,
terrible,
man?
dude. Yeah, but people love to watch things about trucking. There are tons of people living lives of quiet desperation, and your job is some people's dream.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then JL said, let's see what it says here. I'm trying to I don't know. I don't think my laptop wants to work anymore or something. Did it show up? Anyways, it says, I never have anything to say on YouTube, but it doesn't matter in the end. People like my channel just the same. You're totally right, JL. You really never have anything to say on YouTube.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I had the privilege of meeting both these guys at the same time, and you wouldn't believe the roast jobs they gave each other, back and forth, just roast after roast, just
over and over. It's pretty much.
I thought they were friends, but I don't think they are.
You can't even really tell that well, can you?
No.
Yeah, I question it myself. I will say though, before I keep rolling, I'm not going to talk that much, but I will say people don't really. I don't think people pay attention to YouTube channels for the content because largely, and I'm just sticking to Prime, right? I know we got Landstar in the house. We got people who are just thinking about coming to Prime. In Prime, people do not really pay attention to our YouTube channels for the content because we're all saying the same thing. What's the money like? You know,
for sure.
What's the truck like? You know.
Yeah.
People just like to see certain personalities. Certain personalities just won't click, and then they won't watch those channels. You know, so and it's not even like a popularity contest. I personally don't think that at all. But I just think people, you know. So I think they're asking because you have this kind of camera personality. You're kind of gregarious and everything. I think that's why they're asking, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
make a video about one of these plants or something.
Oh man. So I don't know what is going on. Let's try to change the Wi-Fi to 1042 here. I got 2 Wi-Fi channels at the house.
Rich,
change it.
Jeez.
No, it's the same router. You know, you just set up.
That's that lease operator life, man. 2 Wi-Fis.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Eddie says a good teacher will always remain an attentive student if they're willing to share their passion with others. I totally agree, Eddie. Totally agree. Yep. Totally agree. I really appreciate. Hey, babe, would you mind if I just got 3 ice cubes? You just pour the rest.
No, that's fine. I don't. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, guys. On the truck, he usually calls me babe. So
yeah, right. Yeah. So let's see what we got. Fearless Ferris. He said, "No luck. I heard that from another YouTube guy, and you're exactly right. Even though it might be a 5-minute video. Thanks, babe. Appreciate it. About whatever every other day, it is worth the effort. Effort. Yeah. Effort. The effort. It's worth the effort. Big money. Okay, quick story. I wish Junior popped in here. It would be funny.
Oh man, I've heard all about this guy. He's like the Paul Bunyan of truckers.
I think I told you. I'm so happy for Junior right now. If you haven't watched, y'all, Junior is selling his truck, the manual white one. He has gone into one of his blue trucks. I think they're all blue. Anyways, he's into a blue automatic truck, and he's ramping up his training again, just the same way when he was in his glory days. I don't know if you would call it that. But if you watch his channel, man, he's really posting about his student Al right now. So I just think that's cool. I don't know. Nevertheless, I just wanted to bring that up. Just glad about that. RN says 40K. Yeah, Sam. So just so you know, I don't know if you caught that comment, but RN said 40K is a long time to get in our home time. And I kind of agree with RN. Yeah. It's a long time to get in our home time.
I mean, honestly, I think for me, I think without having a break, at least halfway through, you're going to go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a long time to get in a hometown. Yeah, Deviant, I hear you on that Christmas bonus, man. Just want to highlight the fact that Johnson's logic is being hateful to me again.
Yeah.
Saying that I can't read. So
I wish you guys would just lock yourselves in a broom closet or something and
duke it out, dude.
Well, I mean, I was thinking maybe like become friends, like in a sitcom or something. But something's got to change, man. Something's got to change.
This is what I mean, man. Sam Weller, no, don't apologize for the questions. That's actually why I'm here. I just wanted to kind of have the opportunity for me and Taylor to just chill, chop it up, you know what I mean? As well as if anybody had any questions for an actual trainee in there now. So, you know, you're not listening to a trainer or somebody who's been at Prime for a while. You're listening to somebody right now who is 2 inches away from upgrading to his own truck. So that was like the kind of goal. So let's see what else we got. I know on second or third day of orientation, they do a simulator test. Can the upgrade student go from C to B, for example? So, Sam, I actually don't remember my seats that well. I guess B is, what is B, 20,000 miles?
I think so. I think it has more to do with like your experience rather than, because it's not, I mean, they do a simulator thing, but it's not really a test as much as like, I guess it is a test, but like it's two, I just burped, you guys. I'm super sorry.
Yeah.
There's like 2 simulators you do. One where you're driving like through a neighborhood and they're like, can we trust this guy with a truck without hitting a child, basically. And then the second one is they put you on a highway and it's basically like, can this guy read signs? But I don't think it's applicable. Like, I don't think it's comprehensive enough for them to be like, oh, this guy's got plenty of experience. He's a good enough driver. Let's just bump his miles in half. Like, I don't think it's that kind of test. Because to me anyway, there's so much more. Like, the driving part is easy. Like, if you've already got your CDL, you've got the driving part down. You don't have to worry about that stuff. It's all the other stuff. It's like I told Travis, like, if you've got 2 points on a map, your start, you know, your pickup and your drop off, everything in the middle is pretty much easy, except for like looking for a place to park.
Yeah.
But then on either end, that's where you learn stuff. Like, you know, during training, I've only sat in the front seat while we're driving like twice, and Travis has only sat in the front seat while I'm driving like a couple times. Like,
yeah,
you're not going to learn anything while you're driving, except for like, you know, oh, this is how the truck moves. This is how I drive in the wind. This is how I drive in this weather. This is how 4-wheelers behave. You know, that kind of stuff. You're going to learn more stuff at shippers and receivers and truck stops than you are driving. And that's not really a part of the test or the training before you go into TNT.
Yeah, man. He's totally right. I think that was Sam. We're probably talking to Sam because I know Sam. Yeah. Sam.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and let you know this, Sam. You got 2. Your trainer has 2 options. If your trainer is leased, your trainer has 2 options. Your trainer can either run coast to coast and just run it, bouncing back and forth, right? And you'll rack up your miles super quick. And then if y'all don't stay out for a holiday, y'all rack up your miles and all of a sudden you're in a new truck. And just like Taylor said, only time you're going to get real experience is we're going to get to you, Johnson Logic. Yeah, leave. He always messing with people. The only time you're going to get real experience is when you get coast to coast. That's it. When you get to Cali, when you get to Georgia, when you get to Cali, when you get to Maryland, when you get to Cali, when you get to Jersey, when you get to Cali, that's the only time you're going to get the experience. Otherwise, you're just holding the wheel, just like he said. Or the second option is that your trainer can go from like Texas to Oklahoma, you know, run a load from Oklahoma to Ohio, run a load from Ohio to Florida. And you're doing much shorter days, maybe a day before you get to the 90, day and a half before you get to your destination. And then look at him counting. Yeah.
I think we're a 12-wheeler.
You're close, dude. You're close.
I know it's not 18 though.
Yeah. Don't follow him up, man. I wouldn't even follow him up, dude. So
troll,
Sam,
dude. Definition of an internet troll.
Seriously, dude. Except he does it off the internet too, so it's like
real life troll.
Personal. Yeah,
I think he lives under a bridge.
It's like it's a personal troll, dude. So Sam, your trainer, if I were you, you'd almost want to tell your trainer, like, if we could balance it somehow, that would be awesome. Sure, I want a week or two of just running. Let's rack up the miles. And, let me build my endurance up into driving 9-10 hour days and just run. But then you want to have days where you're dropping and hooking and backing and, pulling out and scanning papers and, just busy work. You're just busy all day today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, truly. Like when we're at shippers and receivers, it's when I'm like, okay, gotta focus. We're about to like do some stuff that I'm not good at.
Yeah.
And we get out on the road. I'm like, okay, we're on the highway. I can chill. Like this is the chill time. So
yeah, man. Before we go on, Turtle Island's got a pretty good one about Jake breaking. I love Jake breaking. But before we go on, I'm just going to say this, Sam. There really isn't a lot to this job. There's not a lot to this industry just to make the money. There's not a lot. You can break it up into these parts. The beginning of the trip, where you pick it up, the middle of the trip, just driving and parking, like he said, and the end of the trip where you drop it off. It's really it. And the beginning and the end are so similar. There's not much of a delineation between the two. There's not much difference, So you, in training, you want to practice the beginning and end, because if you get real good at that, the middle's nothing, like he said, man. You just drive, dude. You just drive. Chill. Listen to your podcast. Just chill. Your music. Yeah. Talk on the phone.
I've listened to like at least a dozen audiobooks. Like that's how chill it is. It's like just like zone out, man.
But you gotta love that. Like when you like to read, dude.
Oh man, yeah.
Just the opportunity to make money and listen to books at the same time is like so awesome, man.
Yeah,
man.
Real.
All right, let's keep going with this. I did like No Luck said, Taylor.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, just about the day to day. And I totally agree with him. And don't worry about the paycheck money stuff. Just skip it, dude. Your personality is just going to shine through, even with somebody got a big head like Travis Kinley, dude. That's messed up, but head is not really. I do have like a kind of an egg shape in the back.
Yeah.
And I do need to cut my hair.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird shape. I mean, it's on, I don't want to say weird shaped head. It's unconventional.
Unconventional.
Yeah.
We're just gonna, before we go on, we're just gonna plug Heathens Trucking LLC, because he sent me a snapback high beams and low beam LEDs. So we really appreciate you, Heathens, because Taylor really likes the high beams and the low beams. So that is for sure. Fearless has been watching Junior. Huge personality. JL's just talking trash, man. Yeah, Florida Boy, we'll have to get up. Where can I meet this guy? I'd be all over Florida Boy. Let's see, Taylor. Would you say that you? Oh, we're not gonna follow him up. Don't even give him any airtime. Okay. Don't even give him any airtime. Okay, let's talk about Jake brake usage real quick. Travis Kinley, or anybody that knows, is there a way to set your Jake so as to speed? So 2. I bet it's 2. Yeah, because on a phone, I'm pretty sure it's Serwin 2. Set your Jake to a speed downgrades. All right, so you go ahead with that, and then I'm going to answer on the Freightliner side after you're done with
that. I mean, it depends on the downgrade. Lots of times you can get away with just like kind of turning off your cruise and just rolling,
roll on down.
Just roll on down. It just depends. I mean, I find that, usually, 1 or 2 and level 1 or level 2, and you'll just cruise on down, just ride it out. One thing that Travis told me that I found is like super helpful is the biggest thing is don't start out fast. Like make sure you're going slow before you start to go downhill. And then you might be able to get away with, level 1 or level 2 of your Jake. I mean, it all just depends on the situation and making sure you're prepared for it when you go into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And depending on how heavy your load is too, like if you've got a real light load, you probably just turn off your cruise and just roll,
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whose question is this? Turtle Island. So I don't know if you picked up what he put down, but in large part, in order to do what he's telling you to do, you've got to get to know a truck. You got to know how the truck acts, right? So, I'm assuming you're not driving yet because you're asking this question. Just get to know the truck, man. In order to know, like he's talking about the first or the second, level or stages on your Jake and whatever truck that you're in, whether you're in a Pete or can you do that on Pete? So he's talking about a Pete because we're in a Pete.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get see, Broken and JL are talking about what I'm about to talk about. I'm gonna get to a Freightliner in a second, but we're talking about a Pete. Going fast and prime are not very synonymous, according to RN. he's got the governed jokes today. But we're talking about a Pete, right? So, you hear him saying things like, hey, just make sure you don't start off too fast. Well, then the implicit question is, well, how fast is too fast? Well, you got to know your truck. And then just like he said, you got to know your load. You got to know what the difference of 40K and 30K feels like in your Pete when the Jake's on the first stage. You have to know. So Turtle Island, just let training do its thing, man. Don't worry too much. There is a way to set the Jakes to a speed going down downgrades, not in a Peterbilt like we're in. However, just like JL just said, and I know it's true for Freightliners also. In Freightliners, it's called descent control or something like that. Descent control. I think it's called descent control. Now, I only learned this in the automatic transmissions class, so I'm not really teaching right now, but it's something like you turn your cruise control off, you set your Jake on, and then you turn the cruise control on or something, and then you go down the hill, and the truck will ensure that you don't go over a certain speed or something of that nature. If you're at Prime, you got to read about descent control in the little paper packet they give to you, or just Google it. I'm sure it's on Google. But if you're in a Pete, Turtle Island, man, the Pete Jakes are just so wonderful, dude. Just write it down and just see what the truck does. Just learn. Every time you go down, you learn.
Yeah. And that, like, the what do you call it? The stab braking.
Yes.
If you're not, if you're going too fast, just stab brake a little bit. Just let her roll.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep rolling here. Thanks for that advice, guys. Hey, Sam, no problem, man. We're glad to be here, dude. Short runs are good for paperwork. That's exactly what we were saying. Practicing on the 01, the 90, checking in, make sure you got that down, and then just practicing docking all the time or whatever. All right, Deviant, we appreciate you, dude. We got JL and Matt trashing me, saying I can't read. We got Florida Boy saying I got an egghead. Okay. No luck. Okay. No luck saying you guys use Jake brakes. Technically, I guess you'd say engine brakes, but you guys Jake brakes because we're cool. So yeah, JL, yeah. Auto Jake speed to a certain speed. That's basically descent control, man. Georgia overdrive and let it roll. All right, so oh no, that's basic. That is not. I set my auto Jake speed to a certain speed. No, see, JL is not talking about descent control. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Anyways, let's see what we got here. I know how to do it on Freightliner, but is it possible to set it on Peterbilt, set cruise, turn on Jake, cancel cruise, then turn on Jake? It doesn't hold your speed, Turtle Island. We actually have to do the work. So basically, Turtle Island, I guess I understand your question as, does Peterbilt have any version of descent control? I mean, that's what I understand your question be. We don't have descent control. We control the descent. Hello, somebody.
Wow.
That was deep. Yeah, profound. That was deep. Okay, yeah. Turtle Island said he's in a Pete. He trained in a freight. Okay, so yeah, you don't have descent control. Prime can just use Flintstone brakes on downgrades.
Yeah,
we have just gone to trash talk now. Set the cruise under 5 miles an hour under the speed you want to do. The Jakes will kick on at the speed you want. Now, No Luck is right about that. Turtle Island, if you're still in here, No Luck is right about that. Anytime you exceed a cruise control speed by 5 miles an hour, your Jakes are going to kick on. It feels like a first stage. And I think if you pass 5 miles an hour too fast, they'll kick on, like it'll downshift and kind of freak out a little bit on you. But he is right about that. I don't know. That's not the same thing as descent control like your Freightliner when you train, though. But he is right about that. American Trucker says, someone told me that when you have cruise control on downhill that your jakes engage. But also, so does your service brakes to some extent. It seems legit because it holds better on cruise. American Trucker, that's not true for a Pete. I doubt it's true for a Freightliner. Now, what No Luck just said is true. You got cruise control on downhill. You exceed 5 miles an hour. Your jakes engage, but not your service brakes. So. Not your service brakes. You can kind of feel it too. Hey, Doug Williamson wants to know, is it realistic bring home on average, of 1,500? See, they go start trashing my reading abilities. We about to turn this off, man.
Here we go.
He wants to know if it's realistic bring an average of 1,500 a week as a solo lease driver. Doug Williamson, I'm glad you asked that question. It'll go to stage 3. Yeah, like if you go too fast or whatever, if you pass 5 too fast. Anyways, 1,500 a week. The 52-week running average for prime solo lease drivers is somewhere a little above $1,500. So see, it was somewhere a little above $1,500 for solo lease drivers. Take home before taxes, of course, just gross deposited into your bank account, your net. All right, let's keep rolling because I'm about to sign off. We're coming up on an hour, so we're about to sign off. Trained in a freight, but now solo with a Pete. Yep. Then had a few drinks of Henny. What y'all drinking? I got a little bit of Jack Honey up in this mug.
I just finished a Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
And I am about to get a Michelob Ultra Gold in a second.
See, I'm gonna do the opposite. I think I'm gonna switch to the liquor and get. I got some Bullet Rye downstairs. I'm gonna do some rye and ginger ale.
Hey, there you go. There you go. So I finally caught up on comments, man. I got a question for you. We'll close with this question. Taylor, see, you're fired, JL. If you're still a Blue Wrench person on my YouTube, I'm taking your Blue Wrench away. We're giving you a Phillips head screwdriver. Matter of fact, flat head. We're giving you a flat head.
Very basic.
Half the ability. Yeah.
Very basic.
Yeah. All right. So I got one question for you before we sign off. This will be the last question. Do you think you will become a trainer eventually?
Man, that's a tough call. I mean, I think it would be something cool to aspire to, but two things. I mean, I don't know if I've got the patience to teach, honestly. Yeah. I'm like watching you teach me, and like, how does this guy not strangle me every day? And Allen wrench for JL. He can put together some IKEA furniture.
An Allen wrench, yeah. For sure.
And I'm not sure about sharing my space. I mean, like, you're all comfortable, you're all set up, you know. I'm like,
yeah.
Man, it's nice. I don't know if I'd be willing to give that up, you know.
Yeah.
but at the same time, like, it seems like if you're paired with like a super, you know, charismatic, fun to be around, easygoing student, it may not be so bad. So I'm not sure. We'll see. It seems like it could be fun, but it depends on how confident I get in the job and how comfortable I get in the truck, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're going to get very confident in the job. I definitely, if I had a prediction, I think you're going to get pretty confident in the job. I will say this, one thing that makes it easier for me to train is that I've been team almost my whole time at Prime.
Right.
You see?
Yeah, I've thought about that.
Yeah, I've never really spent that much time solo. So that is one difference about me than other people, you know, because I've heard a lot of people say that same thing, that you don't want to sacrifice the space. And I can imagine you don't want to sacrifice space, but I've never really had that much space.
Yeah, it's just every day for you. It's just like that's the way it is when you go to work, because you got a partner there with you, you know.
Yeah,
so
that's trucking.
You know, you don't know what you ain't got, you know.
Yeah. That's trucking, man. I totally did that on purpose. All right, everybody, we're getting out of here, okay? I'm ready to chill out a little bit. I gotta go to the bathroom too, man. So I can't keep
take the computer with you. Man. Come on, you know. You're fine.
Yeah.
Set it up on the sink. You're good.
I gotta break the seal here.
I was really thinking about joining the chat by sitting in the bathtub. I thought that would just be sitting in the tub.
Do it live with a bubble bath.
Yeah, right
that
on.
That would be hilarious, dude. That would be hilarious.
Next episode, I'll do it too.
Approve. I got to stay under the bubbles for sure.
Well, you got to get a thick layer.
Yeah, right. Thick layer of bubbles and everything.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
So look, everybody, we are checking out. You already know what the motto is. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard, find you somebody to love. Don't forget, it is not about what you believe. It's all about what you believe, and live free.